Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Adam here with Indy Farm Life. Out checking on the pond again. Give you guys an update of how this thing's filling up. And man, it is filling up fast. After we made that cut a while back, we got 4 or 5 inches of rain, maybe 3 to 4 inches of rain over the course of a few weeks there. And this thing is starting to really fill up. Check it out. We'll walk over to the far side so you guys can get a better idea of just how full this thing is, but you can see the surface area really starting to grow on this thing. So these stakes here in front of me, nice shade of purple, is where the water line has been shot to grade. So if everything goes according to plan, water should be lapping right at the edge of these stakes when it's completely full. So as you can see, still a significant amount of water to make its way into the pond. However, if you guys remember that deep section that Mike was cutting in those first videos, it's out there somewhere, probably running through here. And I'd venture to say at this point, we're in the neighborhood of 16 feet deep. One of these days, I'm gonna figure out a way to go out there without a boat and measure it. I have ideas. If you do too, leave them in the comments. Maybe I'll take you up on it. Keep in mind though, guys, that it is March and the water is still really cold, so I don't want any of your ideas to involve me getting in the water. That purple stake, push it down in there. Starting to erode out a little bit. There's the overflow. Not running yet. So one to do for Chris, I, and Nick is to check the grade between the overflow here and the cut we made. And so we need to shoot, this might give us a decent idea, but you get what I'm saying. That cut and this overflow are really close to the same elevation, and I don't quite know, without shooting it with a laser, which one is higher or lower. So our hope, obviously, is that the overflow is lower than that cut, so we can leave that there, continue to drain that massive floodplain that we did a while back. However, if it is not lower than this cut back here, then we got some work to do and figure out exactly how we're going to keep this area back here from having standing water. Probably involves the dozer and just moving dirt, raising that entire area up. My preference though is to not have to do any of that and just leave this cut open and have a little stream fill in the pond. So now standing over here where that cut I made is, if you guys flip back to that first video and I was draining the floodplain, as I call it, the water was coming in here and then it had to cut probably 25 to 30 feet that way before it even made it to the water's edge. And now they're almost parallel with one another. So we'll march over here to the back of this. And look, it's even running today. But this is really starting to grow in size. So water's edge to about the top of that hill there. We've got probably 10 to 12 feet more depth of water we need to pick up. It's gonna be nice when it's full though. Really excited to use that. Need to put some pond structure in the bottom of it for fish and get it stocked as well. But what a difference out here. I mean, somebody came out here and made a mess. It surely wasn't me. Probably Nick and Chris. But yeah, still a decent amount of water. And some of you guys would say, you got a lot of water standing. If it's the first time you're seeing any of our stuff, I encourage you to flip back to when this was truly another pond. Some of our videos. So there's still, I don't know. Let's find out. I got my muck boots on. You know, muck boots are really nice. They do keep your feet dry in muck and all that good stuff, but it doesn't really help whenever you have muck boots on and you fall down face first in a lake of water and mud. They don't do so much for that. Yeah, it's still soft. Easily 6 inches of water still out here. Also about 6 inches of sediment and nastiness underneath that water. Let's go up top of the berm. If this looks relatively repaired from what it was the last time I was out here, that's because a few weeks ago I brought Big Green out here with the Gannon and kind of scraped it down. This has had a fair amount of erosion to it and settling. It's still colossal. You can really start to see the water on the pond from here and how big an area 1 acre really is. Yeah, a little narrow compared to when we had the 9 series tractor up here, huh guys and gals? Isn't water a powerful force? Look at that. I want to take you guys back here though and just remind you of how big this berm truly is. Remember, this used to be flat ground. Well, at this point it was flat, covered with more of these trees all through here, and then it fell off, and still does. You'll see it as we walk down here. It fell off probably 5 feet down this way, maybe more. So to say we moved a little bit of dirt would be accurate. Do have some sediment kind of washing down this way. Had thought about putting a silt fence in or something like that, but it's not making its way too far. Hasn't really even made it past this grass line here. So when things dry out, we'll bring the Gannon through here and clean things up. Maybe run the dozer by it one time before we send that thing on its way. You can see I actually tried it here a couple weeks ago. That's why I just made the comment about when things dry out. It's pretty wet. Yeah, there's the berm. So yeah, for those of you following along with our channel, I wanted to give you an update on the pond and how it's really filling up. We do appreciate hearing from you guys, some of the ones that are consistently commenting. It's always fun to kind of make virtual friends, if you will. Have you guys along for the ride to ridicule us or give us advice, because I know that a lot of times what we give out isn't really considered advice so much as us just yapping. What do you think? I think that's a little bit better than just a field full of nothing but brush. I'm happy with it. Really shocked that we're this far along in the process of it filling up. There's no doubt in my mind that we'll be swimming in it this summer. Fishing might be a while. She's a beaut, Clark. I think we're gonna climb to the top of the topsoil berm for my sign-off video here. Get a shot down for you guys. Personally, I have not been up here in a long time either, so let's go. Well, there you go. Pretty good vantage point now. That looks big, and then you go back and think that the water will make its way all the way up there to the top of the overflow and these purple stakes. It's gonna look real big when it's completely full. But yeah guys, leave us a comment below about how you think I should best try to get the depth on this thing. My idea was to throw a nylon rope out there with markings on it, maybe use an old milk jug or something as a bobber, and just kind of every 5 feet mark it and pull it out and see which ones were underwater and get a ballpark idea until I have a boat or something like that. But if you have a better idea, let me know. I'll give it a try, as long as I don't get wet. So there you go. Like I said I would, I'm keeping you guys apprised of how this thing's filling up. So if you're just now finding our channel, I'd encourage you to go back to when we were building this thing. There's a whole playlist of videos when we were out here digging it with a 290D excavator and a John Deere 9 series tractor, Holmes dump wagon. It was an operation, and it was a lot of work but a lot of fun. So if you would, hit that subscribe button and come back and see us. Leave a comment below. We love making new friends along the way as we take you on our journey to all the things going on out here at the farm. See you guys next week. Take care.